once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to Football News. Now, this was just going to be a little bit of a chat, but whilst I was doing another stream on a different channel, the news broke about something I was going to talk to you about today, and that is this. Ange Postecoglou will be the new Tottenham manager. It has been officially announced by Tottenham themselves, and I have got that to show you here. Right, so the club announcement. So this is on Spurs' official website. It was on their Twitter. Now that the season and all domestic competitions have concluded, we are delighted to announce the appointment of Ange Postecoglou as our new first team head coach, becoming the first Australian to manage in the Premier League. Ange will join us on the 1st of July on a 4-year contract. Daniel Levy, the chairman. Ange brings a positive mentality and a fast attacking style of play. He has a strong track record of developing players and an understanding of the importance of the link from the academy, everything that is important to our club. We're excited to have Ange join us as we prepare for the season ahead. A former Australia national team player, Ange managed at South Melbourne, winning the National Soccer League twice and the Oceania Club Championship. He then led the Australian national under-17s and under-20s before moving on to managing in the A-League, winning the Premiership in 2011 and the Championship Grand Finals in 2011 and 12 with Brisbane Roar, becoming the first coach to consecutive A-League Championship titles. He then became Australian senior national team manager from 2013 to 2017, taking the team to 2014 FIFA World Cup, winning the AFC Asian Cup in 2015 and securing qualification for the 2018 FIFA World Cup. He won the J-League with Yokohama F. Marinos in 2019 and joined us from Celtic, where he won the Scottish Premier League and the Scottish League Cup in 2021 and 22. And last season delivered the treble, winning the Premiership, the League Cup and the Scottish Cup. We shall confirm Ange's coaching staff in due course. So that is direct from the club. Look, I think it's brilliant. For people that know me and people that do watch my watch-alongs on this channel specifically, I love Scottish football. It's DNA and, there's a family root there as well. I've loved watching Celtic play. Absolutely loved it. I'm a Rangers fan, so for me to say that is extremely hard. But honestly, the way that Celtic play is amazing. Let's get into the comments regarding this situation anyway. It cannot escape you. No, you join me into the other channel that I was just talking on there. Big up to Tony. Congratulate Ange on his retirement, winning trophies. Yes, we can all have banter, but honestly, the coach is absolutely brilliant. But we'll see what happens at Tottenham. Fantastic appointment, but Levy needs to let him do his job and keep his nose out of it. 100% agree. The more I look at it, the more it's a good appointment and someone Levy can work with Ange. There's something in him like Klopp at Liverpool. He will bring everyone together and he's no nonsense, 100%. Yes, he's Australian, but he's also half Greek. He's got passion. He is a very passionate guy. I honestly cannot wait to see how he sets up Tottenham next season. Now, I know I'm streaming to Paxton Road as well, and I have no wish to be rude about this, but I don't see Harry Kane being the type of striker that Anger would want to play with. Now, if you go and watch how he sets up his team, and you see how, yeah, Colm, if you want to drop in, mate, more than welcome. What was I going to say? Yeah, because Kane is a special type of striker. Don't get me wrong, very good striker. However, Anger likes his front men to have a lot of pace, and I don't believe that is Kane. Now, there's been a lot of rumblings that he might leave, and that's absolutely fine. But I honestly feel that he isn't. Anger won't be bothered. Oh, okay. No worries. I'll send you it now, mate. So yeah, it's so I just got to try and send this to Colm so Colm can join as well. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. So I just got to send the link to Colm so Colm can join me as well because he is at work. What was it? Of course, Chris saying here, Spurs need to sell Kane. Can't afford to lose him for free. 100%. You just can't. You can't afford to lose people on frees. It's madness. You know, I don't believe he's worth 100 million. I believe is Colm himself. Big up Colm.
Right.
Yeah, not bad. But I feel that they have to sell Kane. Get money for him now while they can. But what's your opinions on the appointment and the Kane situation as well, Colm?
Well, I mean, I don't watch a lot of Scottish football, but obviously when all this was going off, I did have a little bit of a look into who he is. I think it's a really, really good appointment. You know, pretty much wherever he's gone, from under 16s to first team football, he's won trophies. He did something amazing with Australia, taking them to a World Cup, I believe it was.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good manager. I know a lot of the Tottenham fans, I mean, I jump in a load of different channels, are really excited about it. So it'll be interesting to see what he is capable of doing for Tottenham. Hopefully I know obviously Arsenal fans won't want it to happen, but hopefully it's a bit of a resurgence for him, and get him playing to the level that we have seen him play at before. It'll make it a bit more interesting. As for Kane, I mean, I think Tottenham need to sell Kane. They just need to get it done with,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if he's not going to sign a contract with them, he's going at the end of the season for free, for absolutely nothing. So take the money and run. If he offered 80 million for him, I know he's put a stupid, ridiculous price tag on Kane. But if you're getting offered 80 million for a 30-year-old striker, just take it and go and buy the next Harry Kane or something like that. Improve your squad. So yeah, I think they need to get rid of Kane.
Well, this is the thing. Kane's 29. He turns 30 in July. His market value is 98 million euros. When someone's only got 1 year left, they're definitely worth less than their market value. So yeah, Daniel's just doing what Daniel's good at, trying to get as much money as he can. But like I was saying, because I know you don't watch that much of Scottish football because you ridiculed me for it watching it. But I have to be honest, Kane does not suit Anger's style of play. He needs pace up front, and Kane doesn't have that pace.
No.
So, for me, I'm wondering whether or not Anger's coming on. Okay, Kane's going. That's fine with me. I'll sign this guy. Maybe that's what's happening.
Well, I don't know, because I'm obviously it's all just paper talk and everything at the minute. But there's loads of little things going around on Twitter, everything that is already preparing moves to bring one or two Celtic players with him. So whether that's one of them is the striker, is it Jota who's a striker or somebody?
Kyogo is one that's being linked.
Kyogo, I think Jota's being linked as well.
Okay, that'd be an interesting one. Yeah.
But yeah, so if he's bringing in people that he's already worked with, that he knows is going to fit his system, then Kane's going to get pushed out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does with Richarlison.
See you later. No, well, this is the thing. He would actually suit his style of play because of the way that Celtic play. They have like 3 or 4 different forward type minded players. Richarlison will be one of those. Obviously, I've seen enough of Celtic. I'm a Rangers fan, but I do admire Celtic's style. I can see him definitely doing it. As Jota, I think. I know the mullet show hasn't been on for a while, but have you seen his mullet? Jota's mullet. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Ollie would be really proud of it. But Jota would be a good signing. Maeda is a very good. Hatate as well. Honestly, Celtic have got some really good players. They need to get their hands off Allister Johnson, though, because he's mine. He's got to come to Arsenal. But honestly, seriously, I think Tottenham should be very excited by this. I would be if he was coming to Arsenal. And yes, you can say, oh, he's coming from Celtic. He hasn't managed. But where did Wenger come from?
Well, this is what I mean. Like, I joke about you and everything all the time, and I do try and wind people up when it comes to Scottish football. But I know it's a decent league. I know this, and people are saying, like, I've seen it all over, and it winds me up because they're like, oh, well, it's coming from a Scottish league, There's nobody's ever good has come from the Scottish league. It's like, excuse me, Sir Alex Ferguson, arguably one of the best managers to ever do it in football, came from the Scottish league.
Yeah.
So you need to put a little bit of respect.
Yeah, because I know you put a comment in one of our group WhatsApp yesterday. I was like, I know he doesn't mean that because about Sir Alex, so there's no way you would definitely have meant that. Because people would need to remember where the actual football itself, our English football, the majority of the best players came from where, Cole? Do you know your history well enough?
Well, I'm guessing I'm going to say Scotland.
Yes, they did. Without the Scottish players, our English football wouldn't have changed to the way it is now. So I have great admiration for the Scottish football. Yes, it's only between 2 teams. I admit that. However, they are trying to work at it, but it is a massive gap between the Glasgow clubs and then the other clubs. Let's get into what Chris is saying here. Oh, sorry, mate.
Sorry, I was going to say, you could say the same thing about the English Premier League. There's a massive gap between Man City and everybody else.
Yeah, 100%. Well, there is. But look, the quality, there's less likely as a shock between the first and the bottom team in Scotland than there is in the Premier League, if I'm honest, though. It's more of a case of how many will they let in, not how we talk about in the Premier League. Chris saying here is adored by Celtic fans. He is absolutely. Celtic, if they love the manager, they love you. They adore you. And, he's going to be missed, but they are already talking about Brendan Rodgers going back. I think that'll be a brilliant signing for Celtic.
I think he ruled himself out.
Has he ruled himself out?
I think so, yeah. I'm sure I saw somewhere earlier that he said he's not going back.
Oh, because I've got it on the small TV that's in front of me because I'm not having you joke about my TV size. I've just seen Brendan Rodgers coming up on the screen, so I haven't got the sound in today, so I don't know what they're saying. If Tottenham fans are crying this much, then for them, to be honest. Very glad to see them self-sabotaging. Look, I don't understand why Tottenham would not be happy with this guy. They need to look into him a little bit more before they just go, oh, he's from Celtic. He is a very talented coach. And what he's done with the Asian market with Celtic has been brilliant. He knows it inside and out and has got extremely good talent coming to Celtic. And honestly, Kyogo is someone I think can definitely make it in the Premier League. He is that good. He's so quick and got such a good football brain. And it's sad because he's 28 now. So he's never been picked up before Postecoglou signed him. It's a shame. Already seen footage of... Yes, he is. Yeah. Would he improve Spurs? Yes. Is he the one to take them to the Holy Grail? I'm not sure, but a lot of people question when he. Yeah, they did actually. They did question it. But this is the thing. A lot of, and I'm not having a go at football fans, but a lot of football fans just think of their own league, don't they? Really, they just think of their own league. They don't think of the wider picture. He is talented. He's done what he did at Australia, and this is no disrespect to Australian men's football, is incredible because they don't have a lot of stars. And yes, you can qualify fairly simply for Australia, but they did put a good performance when they got to the World Cup. That's the difference. Like Canada, yes, they got to the World Cup, but did they impress any of us? Not many, if I'm honest. But Australia did impress. Yeah. Look, we're not going to go because I know if Moss watches this back, he's definitely going to message me. But I have to be honest, Australia impressed me when they qualified for that World Cup. Canada, there's a lot of talk and they've got a lot of superstars there because they have, but they didn't impress me on an international level. And that's what Anger managed to do out of players that were lucky to get into League One in England, if I'm honest. Right, can only Rodgers back at seats that deal and he will win treble there again, which isn't hard. No offense, Rangers fans. Look, Rangers, I'll be honest, Rangers have already made 2 very, very good signings. Not that I follow every single club, but I do. To be honest, I do. Jack Butland has signed. Sterling, I think his name's Dujon Sterling, a right back. Honestly, Rangers are making moves this summer, and I'm looking forward to it. Colm is playing drums on his microphone at the moment.
Sorry, it's because it's there.
That's right. Spurs need to find their level of manager respect. Look, when we got Wenger, a lot of Arsenal fans were like, what the heck? But you just have to understand that it doesn't matter about where he comes from, where he's managed. It's about the philosophy that he has. And honestly, Tottenham fans will love their football next season. I guarantee you that. You may not win every single game. You may not win trophies. But as a football fan, I would want to go to my football game and be entertained. If you lose, you lose. You kind of got to sit back and go, okay, they're the better team. But at least we put a performance on. That is what you're guaranteed next season with Anger at the helm. I guarantee you that. And that's me saying this as an Arsenal fan. Yes, I know I'm a non-biased Arsenal fan, but this is coming from an Arsenal fan. Tottenham fans, be prepared for entertainment next season. I'm actually looking forward to watching them next season now. I'll be perfectly honest. This season I've just tuned in for like 45 minutes because that's all I need to tune in for. But next season, I'm being honest. We all have to be honest, and I've heard this from Tottenham fans themselves. 45 minutes is pretty much all they can do. Next season, I guarantee 90 minutes will be non-stop entertainment. So that's that story. We talked about that a little bit longer than I expected, but it was breaking news. It's not like I knew anything that sort of prepared for today, but who knows? Right, we're going to talk about Alexis McAllister. Medical is meant to be booked for today or tomorrow for this. Now, they had to pay a release clause, which was 42 million, I believe. Is that right, Cole?
Yeah, 42 million.
Unbelievable signing this will be for Liverpool fans. Colm is not happy about the signing, or just like, well, why have Man United not tried to do it?
I just can't believe they got him for 42 million.
It's a bargain, isn't it?
It is.
Frustrates the heck out of me, but there we go. It is what it is. Liverpool are very good at doing this. Let's be honest. They were so quick on Gakpo, it was ridiculous. They were very quick on this. And once you go, we're paying that, it's kind of yours. They're not going to listen to any other club. And Liverpool are just so quick out of the mark, which, as Colm is a United fan, I'm an Arsenal fan, we would prefer our club to be a little bit quicker like that. But it is what it is. But great signing for Liverpool. Absolutely, it's going to be good. And the thing is, you've got 2 other players being linked as well as McAllister. I think you'll get 3 midfielders this summer. Thuram and Kone are the other 2 that have been mentioned. What I would say, though, is I don't see much muscle in that midfield.
I mean, yeah, you're right. There isn't much muscle, but I mean, we've seen McAllister at Brighton, and he can be scrappy. You know, he can turn a game very, very scrappy if he wants to. So I think that's not too much of an issue for him. If I'm going to be honest with you, and let's face it as well. If we're going to be truthful, Liverpool need at least 3 midfielders, at least, because their midfield is aged. You know, I know James Milner's gone the other way, and he's gone to Brighton.
Yeah, he's gone to Brighton on a free.
Yeah, I think that's probably they say on a free, but I guarantee that's something to do with this deal as well.
It's funny that I think I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago that free deals are not necessarily free deals anymore. It can be part of a make weight for a potential signing the other way. Like if someone's a free, they can sign with anyone else, but you can, as the club, you can kind of persuade them to sign for that club as a make weight, and that is happening nowadays. And it's very clever. I'll be honest. I think it's very clever. Big up to John Fitzpatrick. Hope you're doing well. Chris, obviously, mainly Carlisle fan, but he does support Liverpool too. So absolute bargain to get him for less than reported 60 million fee. Can't wait to see him play for. But Liverpool still need 2 midfielders, another centre midfielder, and a DM. Chris, now did you also miss a centre back? Because I feel you need a centre back, if I'm honest. But miss big time out on Ugarte. Look, Ugarte, I love the guy. Absolutely amazing signing. Paris Saint-Germain are just being brutal this summer, and they will be brutal because they've got a lot of money now because Messi's left. They will spend a lot. As I said on the other show that I did not long ago, they will look at centre-back as well. Spurs on sabbatical. Good morning to you. Chris has gone back here. We also need another defender, whether that's full-back or centre-back. Who cares? Ideally, a centre-back who can play full-back too. Yeah. Big up to you. Okay, where's the nonsense? We can't attract players without UCL. Yes, I can't find it. Liverpool and Man United will always attract players. Course of name of history. 100%. Look, it is what it is. Look, we've got one more to talk about. Aston Villa to sign Tielemans on a free. Now, Tielemans has left Leicester. And there are many, many teams, Aston Villa being one of them. I have got the list here somewhere on Tielemans. Now, where do you think Tielemans should go, Colm?
United. That's where I think he should go. Jesus, he's a massive step up for anybody that we've got at midfield. You know, I mean, obviously, I'm putting my Man United cap on here.
No way, really?
Yeah. Just for this little segment, and I'll take it off again in a minute. He's better than Fred, better than McTominay. I mean, I think Eriksen showed at the weekend against City he can't do it against the bigger boys and stuff like that. You know, he's obviously aging as well, so we need somebody to come in and do that. I know United are linked with loads of people, but you know, if Tielemans is on a free, I'll take him. I'll take him at United tomorrow because he's a fan. I love him. He's a great player. He really is. And if, like I said, if we're getting him on a free, crack on.
Yeah, he's got so many. Were you not disappointed with him last season, though, performance-wise?
I was, yes, but I don't think that's just. I can't just blame that on him because the whole Leicester side was poor on performance, you know, and we've just been saying about Maddison and everything. You know, yeah, he was the standout, shining light for Leicester last season, but we've seen him have better seasons.
Yeah, 100%. Right, so obviously Unai Emery has been a fan of Tielemans for a while, and that's why the big link with Aston Villa. Aston Villa will have to strengthen their squad as well because they have qualified for Europe. Who knows where Tielemans will go? Tielemans has been extremely quiet regarding his future, but there are so many options, and not just England, but Europe as well.
I was going to say, what's the biggest name club? That's in for him. Too good here.
Well, he's been linked with Arsenal. He's been linked with Chelsea. He's been linked with Liverpool. He's been linked with Europe though as well. This is the thing. I'm trying to find the list and I can't find it for some reason. Now.
I think. I don't think he'll go Chelsea because I think he knows how much of a sinking ship that is at the minute. They've got too many players as it is.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a decent fit for Arsenal as well, but I think Arsenal have their priorities set elsewhere. I don't think Tielemans on the top of their list.
Yeah.
I think if you can get him in, then great, but he's not number one. I think if there's somebody like a Barcelona, a Munich, a Juve, maybe an AC Milan or a Madrid or something like that, I reckon he'll probably go play football there.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. We are going to do a bit of paper talk. I've got a list of. I'm not going to go through every little bit of who's being linked with who, but Balogun, obviously, Arsenal have set a price tag. They have interested 5 teams with that price tag: Marseille, Leipzig, Inter, AC Milan, and Napoli. Now, the Napoli one would suggest something, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Yep. If he's being linked with Napoli, that means Osimhen is definitely going somewhere. Now, he's a United fan, so he might go, yay! But look, there's many, many links. We're going to talk about Frank Kessie. He has been linked with Liverpool, which is amazing.
I like Kessie as well. He's a real good player.
35 million euros. Harry Kane being linked with Real Madrid, unsurprisingly. Osimhen being linked with the small of the Manchester clubs. I got away with that one.
No, you didn't. I heard you.
No, but he's been linked with Man United. Lavia being linked with Chelsea. That would be interesting. That would actually make sense as well because they've just missed out on Ugarte, who's just gone for PSG. Lavia would cost about 45 million quid. That makes sense. That one. Rabiot being linked with you.
Yeah, I don't want
him. Newcastle.
He can go Newcastle.
You don't want him?
Nope.
Why wouldn't you want Rabiot?
Because he's got a stinking attitude.
Nah, that's all right then. At least you're on the same page as me because I can't stand his attitude. Because a lot of people just want these players, but they don't realise that they've got a bit of a stinky attitude and it's not good. Maddison has been linked with Tottenham, United, City, Newcastle, Arsenal. Wow. Thuram's been linked with Liverpool. Gravenberch has been linked with Liverpool. He's not leading Bayern, surely.
No, I hope not. I like Gravenberch. I really hope he doesn't go to Liverpool.
Oh, you know what? This news bit I'm going to have to read because this is to do with Colm's club, and it's his goalkeeper I actually quite like.
Is it Dr. Strobes?
No, it's a 27-year-old AC Milan goalkeeper, Mike Magnan. Chelsea have reportedly submitted a 60 million bid to sign him, but also on the list of being interested is Man United. Now, the French guy plays for AC Milan.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I think that would be a good side. I like him a lot. And Anana. I like Anana as well. Anana. Only because I can actually get to sing that as well on stream. I'll probably not get done for it because it's technically his name.
I'm not sold.
Well, the thing is with Chelsea, Poch has told the board he doesn't want either their goalkeepers. He doesn't want Kepa. He doesn't want Mendy. So they're going to have to go out and buy one and then sell the other two.
I mean, Joe Hart's probably available.
Isn't it funny that Joe Hart, wasn't he at Tottenham not long ago as well?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me in a million years that he goes back to Tottenham.
No. I mean, this goalkeeper, I don't really know a lot about Italian goalkeepers. There's one or two that I've kept an eye on. Like there's a goalkeeper I keep rating about, and I've been watching him for years and years, and I think he deserves a chance to try it out in the Premier League. So I don't think he's done too bad. And that's the Dragowski.
Yeah.
I think he's a good goalkeeper. But I mean, I don't think United should be going for people like that. If I'm going to be honest with you, because we need to buy. We need to buy people that are going to be successful.
Yeah.
Serie A to the Premier League is a fairly big jump. We've seen people that weren't quite as good in the Premier League do really, really well in the Serie A.
Yeah.
But it's not guaranteed to work the other way around.
Yeah.
A goalkeeper I won't mind seeing United go for is Donnarumma. I won't mind Donnarumma.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't been with anybody really of significance right now. Anana's been linked with you guys, though.
Yeah, again, Onana's okay, but he's got links to Ten Hag, hasn't he? Onana.
Yeah, no. So it's very hard not to sing his name. No. We'll probably get done for copyright every time we sing that on the.
Probably.
No. Yeah, what else? We've got Solomon has been linked with Tottenham, the guy that was at Fulham last summer. That's an interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Fred being linked with Fulham.
Yeah, they can have him.
Oh, Weghorst being linked
God.
with Man City. Only joking. Everton.
You know what? Honestly, Sean Dyche is there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a Weghorst and Everton under Sean Dyche would work quite well.
I'm pretty sure isn't he the one that signed him at Burnley?
Yeah, he is. So I think he'd work quite well. I mean, he just annoys me because he's like 6'9" or something stupid. Like I know he's not 6'9", but he's tall and he just doesn't want to head of the ball. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Use it to your advantage.
The last one we'll talk about is Tammy Abraham being linked with Liverpool, Chelsea, and you guys. Would you take Tammy?
No.
No. Do you want to think about it a bit more?
No, I wouldn't take Tammy. It'd be interesting to see if he goes back to Chelsea.
Yeah.
They had him, didn't they? But
they did.
Why did they let him go?
Isn't it because they had Lukaku?
Yeah, because they had Lukaku because they had a better striker.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he's not been ripping up trees in Serie A either. Yeah, he's had a decent season, but he's not been ripping up trees. If we're going to get anybody from Serie A, I want one of two players. I want Osimhen or I want... you are?
And Giroud.
No, I don't want Giroud. Although it'd be funny if Giroud did come to Manchester United and scored past you guys. He seems to love scoring past United.
I know.
No, I want Martinez.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because he's actually got a 69.5 is what Inter want for him. Don't know where they've just come up with these numbers. 69.5.
They've got a bag at the side of the desk and just rummage around and pick out a piece of paper and whatever's on it. That's it.
Yeah, but guys, that's all the news for today. We will go when there's more breaking news, like some good couple of bits, because obviously we've been talking about Anger possibly joining Tottenham for a while. So yeah, we had to bring you this. Let's go through the comments before we wrap up. If I was going to be the brutal snot gobbling, players like Tielemans and Maddison need to take their medicine. I would force them to stay and feel the pain of playing in the Championship. Look, it's painful playing in the Championship. I think Leicester will struggle because I think someone asked me the other day, who do you think can come straight back up? I don't think either of them will. I can't guarantee any of them will come straight back up, because I think next season will be even harder in the Championship, because they've got Middlesbrough, West Brom and Norwich both failed, so they're going to want to push on again next season. Watford as well. So Sunderland as well. That's another team that will be pushing on.
I think it all depends on who manages to keep players and who doesn't.
Yeah, that's what it all. But Michael Carrick has been brilliant at Middlesbrough. So, and I'll be honest, Cole. Well, I said. Colm, I was absolutely honest when you got rid of him. I was like, why did you get rid of him? Why not keep him somewhere? Because that guy proved, whilst in that little spell at United, that he can manage.
Yeah, but Ryan Giggs did that.
Well, we won't talk about that guy.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did it in his interimship,
Yeah.
So it doesn't really mean anything. I think he had to go and get some first team experience, because I do think I do think he probably will be a Man United manager at some point in the future.
Yeah. The other one that you got rid of was, what's his name now? He's now the Ipswich coach. Kevin something.
Kevin?
Hang on. Well, who's the Ipswich town manager?
God knows. I think I would know.
Look, he is something to do with United.
You would think I'd know, wouldn't you? Because it's a lower league team.
Yeah, I should know as well. I can't think of his name. Where's his name? Come on. Why is it not coming up that easy?
Kieran McKenna.
Yeah, that's the one. He was at United, wasn't he?
He was, yes.
But he's done extremely well at Ipswich because the Ipswich fans are happy about the way his style of football. So again, that's someone else that well done to United, and maybe you let him go at the right time as well. But Carrick, I just think you should have just kept him somewhere in the system, like backroom staff or whatever you want to do with him. Chris would take. I just think Carrick is someone I would want to keep hold of.
We had him as somebody in the background, and then Ralph Rangnick, when he were in charge, Carrick were like on his shoulder like a parrot, constantly.
Wasn't that Fletcher though?
Or it Fletcher?
I thought that was Fletcher.
I can't remember. One of them. It was one of them anyway.
Pretty sure that's Fletcher
Can't
because he was
remember
running
what
me.
I still haven't had my coffee this morning. So I'm
still Man United need to sell Dean Henderson as us Carlisle have sell-on clause on him.
He's going Forest, isn't
he? Is he? I'm not sure. Food leg lost.
One post.
Liverpool, please stop being linked with attackers. We don't need attackers. To be honest, yeah, but you do need to be linked. You've got the last defensive link was Tete from Fulham, which confuses the heck out of me because I've seen him play, and honestly, I just don't like him at all.
If you don't need attackers, then send Gakpo in a taxi to Manchester because you stole him away from us. We'll give you Sancho in return.
Man United will cook with Kane or Martinez up front. Look, United will definitely sign a striker, maybe two, who knows? But first, they've got to deal with something else. So we'll talk about that on a different stream because Colm's excited to talk about that on this channel specifically. So we'll get to that when it happens. Hopefully, it'll be sooner than later. Yeah, let's just hope. But guys, and Colm, thanks for coming on as well, mate.
Always, mate.
But take care, everyone. Bye-bye.